Hi, welcome to Blue Flame Tarot. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I first would like to say Happy Mother's Day to everyone out there. I hope you had a wonderful, blessed day. If you liked the video today, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. Just getting the channel started. And if you'd like to book a reading with me, a personal reading with me, the email is in the description box below. This is a timeless reading for all signs, so take what resonates for you. If it doesn't resonate for you today, you can try another reader or tune in another time. Okay, thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and put the cards down now. Okay, so the messages from here up are messages from your spiritual team of guides and guardians, ancestors, anybody who is working with you or watching over you in this lifetime. And they are kind of a support system for you to fulfill your soul purpose and your soul contract. So we start with the central messages because they're the most important. And we have a central card of healing. So I'll just show you that because it's a beautiful card. So this is all about finding the right tools to initiate and see through your full and complete healing. So it's about accessing the tools, maybe trying different things to see if they work for you. But it's like self-initiated, and it's not necessarily with another practitioner or another person involved. It's very much about your own journey and finding things that work for you. Coming with spiritual career. So we have, we want to pay attention to because they're the blockages in the chakras. So we have spiritual career and we have the third eye. So, your team is wanting you to clear, expand your third eye, so doing exercises that will either activate, clear, or expand your third eye. And the reason for that is because you have a spiritual career in the future. So you have to kind of learn how to first heal yourself before you kind of activate and heal others. And so that's what that message is about. So you can I recommend for the chakras that you do two things. If you'd like to do it on your own and not involve another practitioner, then you could use a combination of crystals and sound healing. So I just recommend the sound healing videos for clearing and healing chakras on YouTube. You can find one you like and just set a timer for maybe 20 minutes a day for at least a month if you're, kind of commit to it so you see the shift in energies. And the crystals you can correlate. So for the third eye, I like to use amethyst, but other people like lapis lazuli or clear quartz or whatever it is that you like. So it's coming with the loving man. So this can be you or this can be another person. It's usually a card of romance, like somebody coming in, sometimes a divine partner. And it's like this very supportive, loving energy. You can see that there are these kind of light is just pouring down from the sky over him. So it gives this kind of impression that it's a divinely sent kind of partner or friend but he's bringing flowers. So that's why I say it's kind of a romance card. And we have quickening, discovery, acceleration, knowledge, source. So there can be this kind of fast-paced learning that has to do with your spiritual calling or what it is you're going to be doing. It's focusing on healing. So it can be like picking up Reiki very quickly or, another healing modality. And it's coming with prosperity. A prosperous business with riches and success. Wow. So they're basically saying, to get aligned with what it is that you're called to do. And you may say, well, how do I do that? And it's like, you can start by asking your team through meditation. You could set your intention to be asking for them to show you, or to even show you signs through symbols and things like that. But also by what you're naturally drawn to will be clues as to what it is that you're actually supposed to be doing, because it's something that you're already wanting to do. And we have see the signs. Wow. Okay. So see the signs. So ask for them, but then see them. So it's like you've got to be tuned in and paying attention. Okay. And sometimes we'll see it through numerology, or sometimes we'll see it even through a billboard, and and then a song comes on the radio. So that's kind of what you're going to start to expect once you start to clear the chakras and get serious and asking your team to support you and assist you in fulfilling your purpose. We have distorted perceptions. Reality is rarely what we are raised to believe it is. So there can be some limiting beliefs or some subconscious beliefs that are running programs kind of on the subconscious level where you don't realize that you're still accepting those things as truths, and it can be interfering with you going in the direction of your life that you need to, or you're just not aware of the changes that you need to make. So they're kind of saying that you can expect to see your perception of reality shift as you start to clear energies. We have smoky quartz. So you may want to use smoky quartz as a supporting crystal. It's very good for absorbing negative energies. Okay, and we have let it go. So there may be something that's tough to let go that is actually toxic. Since we have this kind of reference to smoky quartz kind of being used to clear energies. So it's like, just let it go. Okay, that can be a relationship, or that can be just something in your life that needs to go, even a goal that you've been working on, but it's really not aligned with what you should be doing. And then we have trust in divine timing. So your team is going to guide you and show you, but sometimes things kind of come faster than you expect once you really get aligned energetically. So just kind of be prepared for that. And then we have the spell singer, cast spells of wonder and delight. So it's all about setting intentions, getting clear about what you want and focusing your spiritual work around that, however you express that. Okay. And then we have lead. When in a position of leadership, make logical and courageous decisions. You may experience sorrow or frustration and feel overwhelmed. Still, you must do what you must. Do what it takes, even in the face of disapproval. Results matter. So it's like this preparation for leadership for something bigger. And so that's why, they could be trying to get you activated and ready and trained and kind of start stepping out into your purpose. We have empowerment. So there is this kind of shamanistic look to this card, I have to say, and there's the full moon behind it. So this is about self-empowerment. Your team is trying to get you not looking so much outside of yourself, but seeing that everything is within you, okay? And to set your intentions with the moon cycle. So with the emphasis on the full moon in this picture, in this card rather, it can be about releasing. And we had this just let it go card with the smoky quartz. So about releasing what no longer serves you. And then on the new moon, focusing on what you want to call in and the manifestation of those things with the spell singer. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm picking up there. And then we have rebirth for your second chakra card. So your root chakra is what they're wanting you to work on healing. And really, most people have root chakra issues unless they've really worked on them. And it's a needing to ground, okay, to ground to the earth. And it can be difficult. It's centering around issues of safety and security. What triggers you into fear, a fear response, fight or flight, kind of the lower vibrational energies of the earth, and how we sometimes have trouble managing that. And so you want to use crystals that will ground and clear energies. And I recommend the grounding and clearing videos, which isn't listed under a chakra, but grounding and clearing videos on YouTube are excellent. I use them all the time to clear energies after I do a lot of readings. And so there's this rebirth once you're able to kind of stabilize and clear out fears, that are getting in the way of you kind of stepping into your empowerment. And we have decrease. So there can be this fear of, there could have been a cycle or several cycles. You see at the top it says cycle, of kind of limiting beliefs surrounding wealth or money, fears surrounding money. And so, money kind of trickling through your hands. And so they're wanting you to kind of address those beliefs so you can bring in abundance. And so it starts with like affirmations and saying, I'm worthy of wealth, I'm worthy of abundance, if you don't want to use the word wealth. But it's just starting to prepare to receive rather than on a subconscious level repel things that are meant to come to us. And then we have healing, cleanse, hydrate, dissolve, purify. So this can be all about self-care. What I would recommend with this is salt baths, especially for the purify, cleanse, and dissolve part, for clearing energies, dissolving energies. So you could use sea salt and then just add essential oils. And then we have labyrinth, raising your energetic vibration, enlightenment. It's all about spiritual development, really, and addressing the things that need to be addressed in terms of blockages. But we see this is kind of a harrowing path. It requires discipline, So, you do have to dedicate yourself to kind of a regular practice, if you're really serious. But I don't think you're going to be disappointed with the results. We have focus and then act. So it's like I said, it's getting clear and on what you want and starting to partner with your team to manifest that into reality. Okay, so starting with your thoughts. So it's focusing and then taking action, putting energy into whatever it is that you're going to be stepping into in terms of your purpose or in terms of work or fulfilling a dream. And then we have hematite, ground yourself. So we have two kind of cards. Actually, it's very interesting because this crystal is coming with the line of clearing and healing the root chakra. So ground yourself. One of the best ways, in addition to the crystals and sound healing, that is just taking off your shoes and socks and just putting your feet onto grass or the earth directly, or laying on the grass. Sometimes I go to the park and just lay down on the grass and just soak in that energy. So we have travel. Okay, so this can be about forward movement in your life, and it can also be about the dreaming, and the astral plane. That there's this kind of visionary or seer kind of potential in you. Can also be, we'll see how the other cards are, because we do have a love partnership here that they want to bring in. And so they're needing you to kind of clear the sacral chakra so that you're kind of prepared for that new relationship. And so that can be what the travel is. You could be traveling towards someone or them towards you. And with the sacral chakra, it's about, it affects your creativity and your sexuality. So you want to clear sexual energies from past relationships before you enter a new one. And you can clear going all the way back to even if there were traumatic experiences, you can also, it's a good idea to clear those energies as well. And so carnelian is good for that, but there's a lot of other crystals. You can look up online to see which ones are aligned with the chakras that will work best for you or what you already have. And then we have happy success. So by clearing the sacral chakra, there's kind of this success in this new partnership that's coming. Okay, and we have meditation, routine, breath, quiet, peace. So it's all working hand in hand. Your personal life, your dreams or goals, and your spiritual work. Okay, that the meditation is feeding this happy success. And then we have water, work with the element of water for healing and purification. So you may want to have a diffuser going in your house with essential oils. If you want to clear energies, I recommend frankincense. But you can use whatever you like, or possibly making spritzers of holy water, so you can collect water from streams or rivers or the ocean near you, and add essential oils and a little bit of vodka to create a spray to clear energies or to uplift you, or whatever it is you're looking for in terms of an intention. And then we have embrace spirit. So your team is wanting you to really focus in on connecting with spirit and with your team of who's supporting you spiritually. So it's like making time to communicate, making time to slow down and show gratitude. And then we have rhodonite, find a way to forgive. So for sure, if you're going to be opening up to a new love partnership, you're going to want to clear energies from the past and forgive those who have harmed you in any way, so that you kind of start with a clean slate. So now we're going to go down into the rest of the messages below with the tarot, but we're going to start with these sacred signs and symbols cards. So for the first line, we have pink box, gift, keepsake, remembrance, coming with eagle, power predator, and lion, pride, ego, and strength. Okay, so we have the high priestess. Okay, so the high priestess, is somebody who's extremely tuned in, somebody who's, has a lot of psychic abilities, very spiritual, knows a lot, but doesn't speak everything that they know, kind of can keep things on the low down, even though they're extremely aware. So this can be you or somebody else, but it's somebody very focused on finding their happiness and like the highest level of spiritual fulfillment, the 10 of Cups. And it's coming with the Ace of Wands, the World, and the Two of Wands. So Ace of Wands is like this divine support. It's this divine backing that is to fulfill your dream. It's like, you align, you understand what it is that you're here to do. You have an idea to put energy into it to kind of birth something. And then you have the support backing you up. Okay, you have this kind of, so it gets easy once we align with what we're meant to do. And we have a completion of a cycle. Okay, so something could have completed from the past. We have some energies here of a predator and somebody who's very prideful. And, you could be kind of holding on to those energies. We have this pretty pink box and a remembrance and keepsake. So we may be holding on to energies from a past person who's quite toxic that we need to let go of. And in order to have this kind of happiness come in, or this balanced, fulfilling relationship that's divinely guided, which this can also be, because that could be something you're passionate about, is bringing in a partnership. This can also be world travel. So if it's some kind of dream that involves, if you would become a practitioner of some kind or whatever field you're in, and you have this desire to kind of travel when things open up, that is definitely a potential. And then we have the Two of Wands. And again, he's holding a globe. And so there is this choosing between two things, two potentials, and kind of, I always say this is like choosing the potential that benefits humanity, because he's holding the world in his hands. So it can be making kind of something that's going to benefit humanity. So now we go to the central line, and we have chameleon, camouflage, incognito, and adaptation. We have calculator, financial strain, money problems, survival. And we have tradition and commitment. It's coming with the King of Wands. Okay, so this can be that they're wanting you to kind of step into this energy of the King of Wands rather than it being an actual person, but it could be a person. Like we could have a couple here with the High Priestess and the King of Wands. The King of Wands is very innovative, very proactive in going after his goals. Okay, very inspiring and charismatic. Not somebody who's waiting around for things to happen, but definitely taking action. So with that in mind, We have this under the spiritual career kind of line, okay, and this kind of successful business with riches and success. So this could even be somebody coming in to assist you that is very skilled. It's kind of like their arena. And it's coming with, okay, so with chameleon, calculator, and cathedral, so there can be just some conflicting things. For example, they may be more of a risk taker and telling you to kind of go for this and take a risk. And you may just be like, I'm worried about my finances. I'm worried about what this is going to do for me, do to me rather, in terms of my survival. And we have cathedral. So there can be these kind of set ideas that you were raised in, that a right way of doing things, or what's stable, what's not stable. And then this King of Wands comes in and kind of shakes up all those ideas. And we have chameleon, camouflage, incognito. It's like you might be just you've always blended in. You may not have had this very, proactive, take action. And that may be why they're coming in, is to show you something. It's like this person enters the stage of your life to assist you in looking at things and approaching something from a different perspective. Wow. And we have the Justice card. The Justice card coming with the Queen of Cups and the Two of Cups. So, Justice card can be a Libra. Oh, I'm sorry. And we also have the Four of Swords first. So the Four of Swords is all about resting and recovering after a difficult period. Okay, after heartbreak, because it follows the Three of Swords, and the Three of Swords is heartbreak, sometimes from betrayal or third party, but sometimes from other situations. But we have this kind of rest and recovery needed, or you may be saying, I just want to rest and recover. And then here's this energy coming in that's like, move, 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 get going, get your project going. And you're just like, I don't have any energy left. And with this Libra or this Justice card, it's like somebody's coming in to actually make something fair and balanced. So if you kind of experienced this kind of toxic relationship in the past and you're kind of holding on to it, there's this new energy coming in that's saying, it's, let go of that so that some new things can open up for you so that you can make room. But it's almost like a divine justice. It's like getting paid back in a sense for your suffering or for going through something that was very challenging. Could also be, with the Cathedral and the Calculator, it could also be somebody going through a divorce. And, you could be worried about how this will affect you because you don't want to stand, you may be uncomfortable with going through a divorce. We have a traditions and commitment and money problem. So that's why I'm saying that. And it's like resting and recovering after a broken heart. And then there's kind of this legal situation. So that's definitely a possibility because we have a Queen of Cups and a Two of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or somebody with those properties and attributes, or somebody who's very spiritually focused. Sometimes it's a different sign, but very intuitive, very psychic, can really pick up on what's going on. Actually, it's very much like the High Priestess energy. And so she can be evaluating a situation or just kind of reflecting, and that's the same with this kind of pink box card is like, this reflection and remembrance. Looking at the past still, but there is a soulmate relationship that Spirit wants to bring in, or this was a soulmate relationship, and that's why it's so devastating, because it seems like things are kind of coming to a closure. And with that in mind, looking back at these cards, if that's the storyline for somebody here, it could have been once a happy family that you thought was going to really have long-lasting results, like a lifetime together. And, it's coming to an end. The cycle's coming to an end. It's time to explore something new. And that could be quite difficult, but it's like Spirit's egging you on with that same fire energy to kind of get moving forward. Okay? So we have in the last line, we have gavel, judgment day, final decision. Yeah, I'm almost kind of feeling this whole legal kind of energy. Of a completion of possibly a relationship, because we have the snake, deception and lies. We have a maze, so kind of like the labyrinth, strategy, figuring out, mastermind. So these cards above give the themes to kind of assist you with what's going on below. So it's like keep your mind focused on the upper messages when processing the lower messages. We have, boredom, somebody who's very detached emotionally, possibly withdrawing to kind of figure things out with this Maze card. And it's coming with, the Five of Cups. So this is absolutely about grief, loss, looking back, okay, processing that. And, boy. Yeah, we have the Seven of Swords. So somebody could have been dealing with somebody who seemed really stable and perfect and like a very happy life together. And they may not have been paying attention to their intuition, or they may have sensed things but ignored it. And now we have the situation where things are coming to a close, but stuff is coming out. And we see that this is like the sneaky kind of cheater, liar, deceiver card in this context. Okay, with the loss. I do have other meanings for that card in another context. But yeah, and a Tower. So we have this unexpected shakeup. But the thing about the Tower that you want to remember is that it's divinely guided. It's a structure that needs to come down. Not a physical structure necessarily, but a structure that we build in our lives that's no longer serving us. And it's like a condemned building. It's not safe to live in anymore. So the archangels kind of come in and bring it down to the foundation so you can build a healthier structure. So you may have built something on a false premise, okay? Or out of a subconscious program running, and then, you didn't have the level of awareness at the time you started building. And definitely having to do with a marriage or a commitment. Okay, so for sure it can be difficult to face the fact that somebody may have been very sneaky or trying to sneak off with something that doesn't belong to them or doing something illegal or what have you. And we have an Emperor. So this can be like it can be kind of somebody who's in authority, somebody who's running something, somebody who's an overseer. Could potentially be like a judge, since we have the gavel and this decision, but some kind of ruling organization, somebody who has a lot of wisdom and experience in a situation who may be of assistance, or it can be a very overbearing male who was controlling everything, say, in a relationship and was covering their tracks well. And then all of a sudden, everything kind of opens up and it's a lot to take in. So I see now why in the spirit messages it's telling you to forgive, and to work on meditation. And there's a new love relationship coming in, because things are definitely winding down here for somebody. And they're wanting you to see the bigger picture first. We even have this decrease, this fear of lack, and we also see it here, financial strains and money problems. So they're saying kind of get to the issues up here spiritually so you can bypass maybe some of the unpleasant energies walking through this. I just want to say we're going to end here, but I do want to just point out an outgoing energy. We have the Nine of Pentacles. So that is being single and abundant. Okay, kind of having this luxury that you earn on your own and not needing another. So if there was any codependency or kind of an unhealthy attachment, especially if somebody was like an emperor and ruling over everything and didn't let you have a say, there's this newfound freedom in releasing this relationship and these energies that's going to assist you in achieving your personal goals. Okay. And stepping into your life purpose as the bottom of the deck in this deck that we were using. Assisting you in achieving your life purpose. There's absolutely divine justice. Okay, we have a justice card here again. And healing the heart chakra as an outgoing energy, okay, in order to develop perseverance. And that is like closes out the cycle and the lessons, and then you kind of can move on to something new. So that is your message for today. Again, thank you for tuning in. And until next time, love, light, and many blessings to you. Thank you.